Hmm. Good evening. Hey, good evening.
Good evening, Sri.
Just 1 minute. Huh? Can I know who's joined with Google Pixel? Hey, Suman. Oh, sorry. Okay, okay. Hey, Madhu, did you join? Hey, who just joined with iPhone? Is Rama?
Yeah. Hi, Sri. This is Mohan.
Why Mohan? Because your name showing as iPhone.
Yeah, it is not I mean, I have not changed it. That's why it is showing as iPhone.
Okay, Mohan, no problem. Thanks for joining, Mohan. So, just to get a high-level introduction, right, Mohan? Can I know your background?
I'm a Snowflake DBA.
Okay, okay. So you are looking for agentic AI.
Yes, yes. Need to upskill.
Okay, cool, cool. So any knowledge in uh, this particular Python or agentic AI?
Python, I have exposure little bit.
Okay,
AI related stuff is a new one.
okay. Okay, cool, no problem. So how about you, Suman? Think Suman, you said your mic is not working. Money.
Yeah. Hi, Srini.
Hmm. We just we just discuss talk about it. Okay, okay. So then
Yeah, yeah,
I
correct.
know about you then. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for one more guy. He joined and he left. Snowflake developer. Okay, Snowflake developer. Okay, Suman. So Mohan, you are part of my community, right? Or you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I am
Okay.
part of.
How about you, Suman? How you got this like meeting invite? Is it for community or some other group? You friends and me. Okay. 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 Please ping me, huh? Okay, on this number. I pinged you my India number. Suman, if you have any specific questions, just give me just 1 minute, huh? Hi, Suhas. Suhas, can you hear me?
Yes, Sri.
Okay, so I think you think long time back you are running me and me and about AWS data. I think I remember you.
Yes, actually, Sri. I
Yeah,
will get in touch with you separately, Sri.
yeah. Because
I actually
I know
wanted
about you like that actually. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, no problem. So this is basically Snowflake with agentic AI. So
Okay.
we will try to discuss about the fundamentals of
Yes, yes.
agentic AI with Snowflake. And so let me share my screen. So as everybody know about me, so my name is C. Srinivas, and I have nearly 20 plus years of tech experience. And I come up with a combination of data engineering and data science, and also some part of visualization with Power BI. And majorly, I'm focusing on now agentic AI and in Python and especially in Snowflake. And today, I will give a high-level overview on what is agentic AI and how that is impacting the industry and how Snowflake is unique in that area and what features Snowflake is offering in agentic AI side. We will try to discuss about that at high level. So let me share my screen. Please let me know you are able to see my screen. Hope my screen is visible. Everyone. So as you people already may have some knowledge in Snowflake, some people here. So Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which comes with a different modern cloud architecture, which is called a shared disk and shared nothing architecture, where your compute and storage are decoupled. So both are independent here, not like other old traditional databases. So we will use Snowflake independently. Whenever a compute is required to increase, we can increase, and I can also increase the storage also. But all I want to increase separately, I can increase without affecting each other. And Snowflake, we is like, since it's a cloud, it comes with pay as you go, where you can use and pay, and with high scalability and instant elasticity. And most of the Snowflake data is centralized in one location. So all these features are making Snowflake unique in the market, and why Snowflake is also very popular and becoming leader in the cloud data side. And we have some other competitors also, but people are going with Snowflake with this many unique reasons. And it has other unique features also, like time travel, and then zero copy cloning, and secure data sharing, so, and the clustering. These kind of features also making Snowflake a leader in the data engineering side. But most of the people assume that Snowflake is only for data engineering, which is not correct. Snowflake has integrated the machine learning and agentic AI features also into Snowflake, and they are now upgrading these features one by one, along with the features like Cortex AI, Document AI, and also Snowflake Intelligence. These are the features which Snowflake is coming up with. Snowflake AI and Data Studio tab in Snowflake environment. If you log into Snowflake, you will see a separate tab for artificial intelligence and AI data cloud. So there you can go and create even a ready-made AI agents also, where you go and try to write some code. In normal traditional AI agent development, you need to write the code, and you need to go to build your agents by using Python or some other language. But in Snowflake, Snowflake is coming up with this plugin where you can go and directly interact with the Snowflake databases, and wherever the data is present, we can create an agent to interact with that. I can create a SQL query assistant. Simply go and open the AI agent, and it can help us to build a ready-made SQL assistant to a data analysis assistant I can create, data validation assistant, data quality check assistant I can create. So directly a database level assistant also, every database level I can create, or migration assistant. I want to migrate some data from development to testing, and testing to production. So I can create these kind of agents by using Snowflake unique agentic AI features. And not only that, we can also, with the Snowflake inbuilt document AI feature, if you go and see, there are some unique features in agentic AI and in Snowflake, where we have like Cortex AI, LLM model building, Cortex AI SQL functions. You might have seen SQL functions in databases, but Snowflake is coming up with AI SQL functions, artificial intelligence SQL functions. Normally, if you go and see in any social media applications like sentiment analysis, I need to write some part of code to implement sentiment analysis, but in Snowflake, it will come up as a function, SQL function, AI sentiment. So AI sentiment is a function where I will pass the database table column. It will try to give me the sentiment, like whether that particular record column the text which it contains is a positive tweet or negative tweet, it will go and classify it. So that is called polarity. So if at all I want to go and monitor a call center data, which is a recorded voice data, assume that I want to go and build a use case which I have a call center and I want to analyze the call center analysis, how the call center agent is interacting with the users, how the conversation is going on. It is a healthy conversation, or is there any negative conversations happening? And I want to see that. But by simply listening to it, you cannot, because you need to listen to hundreds of hours. But if I pass that recording MP3 files to a function called AI transcribe, which Snowflake is offering, that function will extract some insights from that recordings also. So a voice recording can be analyzed directly by uploading the data into a database location, and from there I can apply this function and extract the data and convert into a meaningful rows and columns, and I can build a dashboard also. So document AI is one of the advanced feature which Snowflake is providing. So this is going to help you to manipulate the documents and extract some information. We'll see what features Snowflake is offering. So normally, if you go and see any specific AI agents, or for example, generative AI agents, you see generative AI chatbots, they will only provide the response with their learning. They will not even have a intelligent thinking. But coming to this AI agents, they will know what to do also, what kind of response they have to give. It will think and give. If the user is asking to plan his marketing campaign, this agent will try to think and try to see how to connect different sources and then extract some meaningful data by analyzing it. And it will also go and provide some insights, and it also knows how to generate a dashboard also on top of that. And every user will have a requirement according to, assume that I have a requirement, I am working for a company in a marketing department, and I want to identify which channel is the best channel to reach out the customer, because I don't want to reach out through every channel. Because every channel, if I reach out, my marketing cost will keep on increasing. Assume if I am reaching out a customer in a e-commerce company, the sales team will reach out in all the channels blindly. They will reach out through phone, they will reach out through email, they will reach out through phone SMS or post. There are so many channels people reach out, omni channels we call it as. But if you go with every channel, you need to spend more. But if you know what is the best channel to reach out the customer which they are interested, then you can save your money. So this agent knows which channel is suitable for a particular customer, and it will select the right channel to share or launch the campaign also. If I have a marketing campaign to be published, if I pass this particular information to this agent, the agent will extract the information and it will try to generate the plan, and it will try to go and schedule what is the best time to even launch the scheduled plan also. We do not even need to think about it. Normal chatbots which are available in the market, they also go and do the same, but they will need some training before, and they will only go according to the training which they receive. They will not go with out of box thinking. To go with a out of box thinking, we need a AI agent. But when I talk about agentic AI is a process that will try to manage a group of agents with optimization tools like memory optimization, and we have some specific tools required to make my agent to proactively think and react. So these are all proactive agents, not like reactive agents like chatbots. All chatbots are reactive agents. But whatever in the market which you are able to see now, they are all proactive agents because they know what to do in advance, because they are very smart. And normally agents will have a capacity to see and read the data also. They know where to go and pull the data. They know how to plan the steps to solve a problem. Assume that I want to generate a PPT. That is what my requirement. And I want to generate a PPT related to Python. So if I ask a agent to do that, it knows where to go and get the data, all the information required to generate the PPT, and it knows the steps it will also create an implementation plan to generate the PPT presentation. And then according to that, it will ask a confirmation from our side as user side. Do you want to proceed with this implementation plan, or you do need any changes? If you say yes, it will proceed and it uses its tools to execute the tasks. There are so many tools available in the market, agents. If you go and see, Gemini will do the same. Gemini Pro. We also have tools like AWS Kiro agent. From Gemini, like Google side, we have a anti-gravity agent. All these are, if you go and can install like a software and open them, and we can go and ask your requirements and they will generate and give us. So here the agentic AI is a group of tools that will go and try to meet some objectives, complex objectives, by having a artificial intelligence system that too autonomously. So because the chatbots only will answer your questions, they will not do anything extra. You ask a question, it will answer. That's it. But agents will do more than that because they are proactive chatbots. What chatbot will do with reaction, this will go and try to do active participation. But generative AI chatbots will go with the passive text input and text output. So if I ask to write me an email about sales, it will simply write the email. But agentic AI will try to analyze the sales, and then it will send a report to the required people also. It knows what action to be taken next. Because that is what the proactive agents are doing now. If you go and see, I have a supply chain agent or healthcare assistant agent in the market. I can build a manufacturing assistant to monitor my manufacturing machines and see which machines may go down in the next week, and I can ask the agent to look the agent will look into the defected products and it will send a email notification to the vendor also. Sometimes the system itself will replace the defected products as well if needed, because the AI agents are like that in the market now. They know what to do. How a human knows what to do, an agent also will know what to do and what action to be taken, which is called prescriptive analytics. Beyond predictive analytics. A predictive analytics is nothing but you predict the future. We know descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive. Descriptive is nothing but dashboard. Power BI developers do. Just with the past historical data, sales data, I can build a dashboard that can help me to understand what were my sales last month and what are my sales current month. I can compare them and build a dashboard to explain what is the sales trend. It is increase or decrease. I can only tell that. If I move to predictive analytics for the same sales data, by leveraging the past sales data, I can predict what could be my sales next week. If my system I built to predict what are my next month's sales, that is called predictive analytics. If I want my system to see what could be my sales next week and what action to be taken, I want my system to take the action also. If my sales are down, I want the system to send a notification to the sales engineers to go and run a campaign. So this particular action is called as prescriptive analytics. So the agents in the market now are proactive agents, and they know what action to be taken. They know how to give a solution to a problem, not simply answering or giving a solution. And they know how to execute it also. But chatbot can only give the answer. They cannot execute that answer or solution. It always wait for your questions and it will answer. And it will wait for your instructions always, like a call center agent. But agentic, normal generative AI agents, they not only wait for your instructions, they know what to do. So if you go and ask something, there is a step-by-step approach, it knows. And it will generate the implementation plan and it will wait for your confirmation, not for your instructions, like chatbot. So now the market is at proactive agents, not like reactive assistants. And why Snowflake for AI? So people ask me, so there are so many tools in the market. Why can't we go with them? Why only Snowflake? Because Snowflake is a data cloud. So because data does not need to be moved outside, but the data will be available with high security and I can directly interact with the data in Snowflake by the AI features that Snowflake is providing. And the second thing, governance. So you go and see most of the people worry about when they are willing to build this kind of AI agents, they don't want to disclose their data outside. Majority of the banks look for a solution, but they want the security and data protection. They don't compromise about the data security. So Snowflake is already coming up with the data security and data governance features like data masking, secure data sharing, object tagging, and then role-based access control. All are integrated. So your models, whatever you are building, and your models will interact with the data that is already under governance. And the simplicity, because most of the Cortex features, AI features, if you go outside of Snowflake, you need a high-end infrastructure and you need to build your environment. You need a dedicated team to do that. And you need to spend some budget on the infrastructure also. But if you use Snowflake AI features, your infrastructure cost is zero because Snowflake will take care of what infrastructure is required to build the solutions, because you need to use not CPUs, you need to use GPUs when you are dealing with high complex text manipulation physically. So Snowflake is with mainly data inside with security and integrated data governance and fully managed Cortex services is making Snowflake unique in the AI market, and that too agentic AI. And coming to like how Snowflake is helping to implement this is Cortex AI is the feature. The Cortex is a fully managed intelligence service which Snowflake is offering with the large language models, and where you can go and search the data by using this feature, and the user can analyze the data by directly interacting with the Snowflake data with Snowflake managed infrastructure. The user does not need to build any infrastructure. He can directly interact with Snowflake data by the Cortex agents feature, which Snowflake is already offering. And coming to like Snowflake other features, serverless feature, because Snowflake is coming up with serverless features where you can see like a snow pipe, and we have the features like metadata views and many other serverless features which Snowflake is already providing. So this is a serverless advantage of no infrastructure cost and instant access. Immediately I can go and log in and use it. And most of your ML or AI models can be preloaded and ready for your inference via simple SQL functions or Python APIs. You do not need to write any complex code. And even the budget or billing will basically is as pay only for what you consumed. No standing cost for any ideal GPU clusters, because GPU clusters are very costly. So if you simply keep them idle, also some companies are charging because you are using them. If you are not using, Snowflake will not charge you like other companies. So only when you use, then only they will charge us. But some companies are charging even if you simply have get an access to GPU cluster, not only for using. So Snowflake is better than all the other providers. And coming to like most of the models in the market, we have so many like industry leading models in which you can see like Google side Gemini, and Meta side LLM model, and Mistral AI is coming Mistral large model. So similar to all this, Snowflake also is coming up its own model called Arctic model, which will be helpful in the enterprise level intelligence and SQL generation and coding, because Snowflake is a SQL database. So we deal with all SQL related operations with Arctic model, and that is going to automate the activities. Other models available, but they are particularly applicable for their particular cloud. And Arctic model, which is Snowflake developed and which is a open source, and which I can go and use even by downloading it for, and then I can use for my personal development also, because it comes with high quality and low inference cost. And the second thing, Snowflake Arctic model is majorly optimized for enterprise level SQL, automatic SQL generation and coding, because I want to generate SQL query for my English sentence. I can build by using this Arctic model. And Arctic model is open source and it is available under Apache 2.0 license. So we can even also download and use that for your regular normal projects also. So this is basically some of the benefits of Arctic model, like which is very efficient and open. The first advantage. Second one is performance perspective, because the business real world applications, if you leverage this Arctic model, performance will be better than other models. And third one, secure and scalable, because as I mentioned, most of the companies look for security. So this model is very particular about safety and safe and readiness of the environment, and it will try to secure your data and without like disclosing to the external people. And coming to like AI SQL features, if you observe here, Snowflake.cortex.complete, this is one of the AI SQL function, so which will generate the text from the input column. For example, I want to generate some summary, sorry, normal like text I want to, or sentence I want to generate about quantum physics, then I can run this particular SQL query which will generate your data based on your context. And we also have other functions like summarize, sentiment, translate, and extract answer. All this will help you to provide some solutions, but you will ask in the plain English only. How you go normally speak, you will speak similar way, and they will try to scale according to the sentence which you typed there. If I ask you some kind of data required, so it will try to generate the data. That too, instantly it will generate the answers. And once after it is generated, and data also will be accessible to every team member. So we do not need to worry about how to share the data with the team members also. So this Snowflake SQL is one of the very popular group of functions now everybody is leveraging. And Snowpark ML, this is also very important because most of the companies are already using Snowpark machine learning, because the data science and ML models which you people usually generate with Python now slowly migrating to Snowpark ML in Snowflake, because Snowpark ML will come up with Python integration, and which is very suitable for developers and data scientists, and where you can go and build your Snowpark ML models using particularly the Snowpark data frames, and I can load the data. I can apply the ML specific functions on top of that. And this particular Snowpark ML also will execute or run securely inside a Snowflake, not outside the Snowflake as well. And when you are integrating with Snowflake Python, you need to understand about Snowflake Cortex Python integration will help us to automate the activities and finally generate a dashboard for your Power BI and other dashboard tools. And that is about Snowflake AI SQL functions. And we also have, as I mentioned, Document AI. So Document AI is one of the tools that will help you to process your documents. I can pass some set of documents and I can select whatever the required columns from those documents. Maybe invoice, I have some invoice documents, and I want to select only the invoice number and name. I don't want anything else. Then I can go and pass the data to this particular document AI, and then I can generate whatever the list of columns I require from that particular document. I can decide and I can extract also. So this is how a document AI will work. So you will have a set of documents, PDFs, other two messy documents. So we are extracting some meaningful data like columns, and then whatever the extracted data we can convert into a table, and from the table we can even generate a dashboard as well. So an unstructured data is converted into structured data. Clear? And most of the document AI features follow the architect uh, technologies, and including the tilt technology, which is very popular. Text to image layout transformer is the model that will be used here to understand some of the features like checkboxes, tables, OCR, like data, and handwriting data. All this require some set of functions, and that will be under tilt technology functions. And coming to like other features, apart from this, we also have like zero shot capabilities, because most of the user will want to ask your questions like a normal English kind of sentence, like I want to see the total invoice amount. So this will be basically will help us to process any documents which we do not need. And coming to like model, please go and see every model, whatever I'm using here is not already trained. And we need to use a model that is already trained, and this model also will work on out of box for most of the business documents, and that too without the need of thousands of labeled examples. So most of the features where Snowflake Agentic is providing, they are all self-independent, and which we need to implement them by leveraging the sub features. And coming to like every document when you are processing, you will load the PDF or PDFs, one or more, and then it will try to define what is my extraction model. Here it will generate what is the model required, and once my model is ready, then we will try to process the data. And once my data is processed, finally we'll end up with how to analyze the data. And for all these, we require different commands. And that is about normally a document pre-processing pipeline which will work. So for this, we only require the documents which I want to go and process. And once it will go and process the documents, it will extract some features and remove all the other features. So while you are processing documents, we should be very careful, because the AI data which you are going to leverage will be part of your pre-processing. But however, the AI extraction, whatever you see, the pre-processing or data ingestion and pre-processing, all these, the tool plugin will take care of. We just need to upload the documents. If you go to the Snowflake environment, let me show you. If I log in into Snowflake, I need to check one link here instead of generating. So we can get a new account, but I hope you people already know how to get a new account. I don't want to create this account again. Just give me a minute. Go and log in. I'm just logging into my Snowflake account. And if you are a DBA, you can use this particular agentic AI to automate your DBA activities also. Maybe I want to go and run a backup, or I want to go and use my development environment to be created with zero copy cloning. And I want to create these backups, or I want to schedule a particular data restore And most of the activities what you do on a regular basis. Like for example, I want to monitor my environment and see which are the critical roles and which we assign it to the team. What are the roles I assign, and I want to get an inventory of the roles. I can simply go and ask as a English sentence, and it can give us the query. Or I want to monitor the warehouses, for example, and I want to see what is the best possible time to keep the warehouse up and running, and it will suggest us what is the best size for my query that is getting executed, and what are the optimal credits that will be consumed. So it can help in many different areas for DBS also. So basically, if you come and see, there is a AI ML tab. Here you can see there are so many features. Every day new features Snowflake is integrating. We observe here in the AI Studio is one of the tab where you can go and try to generate some of the tools like Document AI and other features and Cortex AI, and all we can leverage as a document processing playground. So I can upload some documents here and I can process them. And we also have Cortex agents I can create, and I can go and use that for my interaction with the agent. Or I can create a Cortex search agent and I can even search my data. And similar to that I can go and implement some machine learning models also. Like a classification model I want to build. And if you at all I want to go and see some experiments. Something is there. 1 minute. Yeah, these are inbuilt functions Snowflake is offering. For example, I want to create a classification model, ML classification model. I can click on this. The ML classification model will help us to classify your data by predicting. Maybe I want to predict which customers are loan defaulters, or which machines will either they will go down or not. Or I want to predict whether a particular team need to play golf or not, yes or no. So I need to leverage this particular classification here. Classification ML algorithm will help you in classifying your data. And then here I need to select what is my model and what is my role. I need to select the warehouse here because a warehouse is going to be executed when you run any SQL queries here. So I'm simply running. So here, and it will go and create a function, and but we will select a database here. We don't have any data here. I will select maybe Snowflake sample data, and I will select the schema here and select the table and click on next. This is the data. So this will contain some columns here. I'll select next, and it will ask you to select which column you want to predict. I want to predict maybe market segment. So go to next, and which factors you want to select, all the customer data, and then click on next. And you can give any name here. I give the same name and click on done. So this will generate a machine learning classification model code automatically. See, it is generating some code here. Can you see that, everyone? So the code has been generated by Snowflake automatically, but actually this code we have to write. If you go to Python or any other particular Snowflake, where Snowflake itself is a database, but in Python we need to write all this code on your coding. Only you can manage it. But here you do not need to write the code. The Snowflake interface is generating this code which you can execute and you can finish your task without writing the code. Whatever the code you see here, these are all system generated code like Copilot, and we are leveraging that when we are building our ML model for classification. We can apply same for other models also. Any questions here? And everything is a database function here that you have to understand. If you see here, it is generating a function. It is creating a table and it is creating a function here, classification my model, and I'm using that my model and I'm calling some function here. So everything will be created as a database SQL function and we can simply integrate with your data. And automatically this particular classification function will try to classify my data and predict the customer market segment. If you pass any new data, and it will try to provide me which market segment that customer will fall in. It will predict. So further, it will use some criteria. According to the criteria, it will predict. I hope that is clear. So predict means what? It will guess. Okay. Which market segment this new customer will fall in. And it will guess and tell. Maybe automobile market segment or banking or supply chain. It will try to predict that and it will give us. That is the benefit with this particular AI functions which are available. There are so many functions, ML functions. There are so many AI functions also, as I mentioned. The AI sentiment, AI transcribe, and AI summarize. All these are AI specific functions where I can implement agentic AI in Snowflake environment. Okay, so that's what I want to discuss today. And what I'm going to cover as part of this particular course is also so we have a plan here. So as part of this particular course, we'll try to learn majorly about the ML foundation with Snowpark. And Snowpark is one of the very popular API which Snowflake is providing to reduce the cost and use ML features. So we will use this Snowpark ML foundation and we'll try to use it. And ML ops and model registry also, which we are going to learn on how to build ML model and how to integrate with model registry, plus Cortex AI and LLM features, which I'm going to cover, and vector search and RAG models, which is going to help you to search your data optimally, and agentic AI systems is the fifth one, and where can use a Snowflake agentic AI and how in the day-to-day life, how can we go and get benefit of it. And finally, we will see some capstone projects, not one. You'll see 4 to 5 projects where it will give you an end-to-end solution and we can learn according to your domain and we'll try to implement some projects. And what is covering it is in detail. I always share this document with everyone. If you have not received, just ping me. I will share it and you can go through it once. Okay. Any questions? Mohan? Mohan, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah, 1 second. So how many days the duration of this
This
course
is a
would be?
45 days course, Mohan.
Okay.
45 days course. No Snowflake will be taught here because you are always Snowflake experts. So I cover Python, the Python and Snowpark as a foundation, and then I'll go to the Snowflake ML and then LLM and Cortex document AI and all other features with finally AI agents and projects.
Okay, so I don't have any pre-knowledge on machine learning. So
That's
you
what
will cover from basics.
ML I'll cover ML basics.
Okay.
Why? Because
Okay.
ML is required here, but because I know you are not familiar with ML because you know Snowflake, and that is what are the prerequisite here majorly. People who knows ML who does not know Snowflake, I can't help because who knows Snowflake and does not know ML, I can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so during this one, AI frameworks also covered, right? Like there are different
Exactly.
LangChain, LangGraph.
Yeah, all will be covered as part of the upcoming topics like LLM. While we're discussing about LLM models, I'll discuss all those, the differences, the RAG models, LangChain, everything.
Okay. Okay. So
And
that LLMs and AI frameworks would be we will use it in Snowflake as well, right? So
correct. We will use, because how you will map it to your work, you have to see. Correct, no? See,
okay.
everybody will use AI agents. It doesn't mean that you have to use the same way, right? Your
Yeah.
job is to how to integrate that with your current work. Like maybe you are working as a DBA. How can you leverage this for your DBA activities and automate? That too you can leverage, and you can go and explore more. Correct, no?
Yeah.
So you have to see what use cases you can build by your learning. I will guide you on that. Okay?
Okay. 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 Thank you.
No problem. Any questions, Mani?
As of now, no.
No. Okay. Because maybe is it new for you, this topic?
Yeah, little new for me.
Okay. Okay. But no, I'm just asking because you might have already gone through some other courses. If or it is for the first time, I'm asking. It's okay. But particularly this course is for people who wants to explore the market now running behind agentic AI and AI agents. So that how you can easily implement using Snowflake. See, you do not even need to write any coding also here, majorly. Very little coding, and how to evaluate the code what Snowflake is generating with the tool. That's what you need to understand more.
Okay. So Sri, in DBA, I mean, in Snowflake area, what kind of AI related stuff we can use? I mean,
I told you,
example.
right? I already told you like how to automate your regular data management activities. It can be anything. So whatever the things you feel you are manually doing, all you can automate, right? I can get a AI agent. I can go and ask the agent to do that, right? So for example, daily you are monitoring long running queries, correct? No? You need to go and run your queries, right?
Yeah.
The most frequent queries. I don't want even the results. I want a dashboard, correct? No. Okay, I
Yeah.
want a dashboard it can generate. And that I can do. See, what are long running queries, bad queries, and I can generate a dashboard by using an agent, so that your life will be easy, no?
Yeah.
The inventory,
Okay.
or I want to implement with RBAC. I want to see every day. I don't want to go and verify by running queries, by metadata queries use. I can ask the agent to go and find out what is the right metadata view and pull and give me. Correct?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
understood, right?
Yes. Yes.
You need to, so no, see, it doesn't mean that it will do everything, but you need to give the right questions also, correct? No? The prompt engineering is
Okay.
also important here. How you are going to give the correct query also, correct sentence also important. That is what you have to learn. That how what is the best way to get the things done. Correct?
Yeah.
That you have to learn majorly.
Okay. Thank you.
So in this, like, it will do automation, like what are the we are doing the daily activities to check and go Asian environment, what are the
Correct.
tables doesn't affected, so we can make it automate and we can get this report
Correct.
here.
Correct. You can do that. It is a database, so all the database related activities you can do. Most of the
Okay.
database activities, data management.
Yeah, because earlier, like I have used like Click Compose.
Okay.
So from Click Compose, we used to check all the tables, and we used to check daily for each and
Okay.
every amount. So those things we can automate here using this agentic AI.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay. Okay then. So that's all for today. And I'll try to share the PPT. If you are interested, just ping me. And this class will be continued tomorrow, and daily at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And you can talk to me to get the access of the Google Drive and everything. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, Suman, you just ping me. I'll talk to you.